Chickies! So today I'm going to be doing another Ask Chickee for you all, and today is going to be Ask Chickee number 24. I have not done one of these in 2 months, I believe, and I want to try and make these like a monthly thing. I actually have a lot of changes that I do want to make to my channel, include making these monthly, but I'm not going to list them at the beginning of this video. If you guys want, then make sure to stay tuned to the very end of the video to see the kind of like changes I want to, do to my channel and everything, because I will be kind of like saying them in this video for you all. But for now, I went on Twitter and I told you guys to tweet me questions using a hashtag #AskChickee, and I collected a couple of my favorites, so I'm gonna answer them for you all. So before we hop into this video, I just want to say to make sure to stay subscribed to my channel. Of course, if you guys are not already, then make sure to click the subscribe button, and make sure to follow me on Twitter, Instagram, YouNow, and Snapchat. All of my social medias, no matter what it is always BeautyChickee. So with that being said, Chickies, I want to hop right into these questions, so let's get started. So the first question I got asked is, do you think you will ever hit 1 million on Twitter and YouTube? And the answer to this question is, I don't think that I'm gonna hit 1 million on Twitter, but on YouTube, I mean, if I kind of just put my mind to it, then maybe I can. I don't really know. I mean, my subscriber rate is pretty fast. I gain subscribers pretty easily, which I'm very blessed for. And I mean, if I were to hit 1 million one day, that would be amazing. But I'm not gonna get my hopes up just in case it doesn't happen. But I just want to continue making really great content for you all, and then hopefully I'll be able to hit it. And if I don't, I'm not gonna be disappointed or anything. That would be awesome if I hit it. And if I don't, then it's whatever. The next question is, how did you and Corbin start dating, and how do you get over the long distance issue? So this is one of my most commonly asked questions, and honestly, I was thinking about doing an entire video like of only information about long distance relationships, because I mentioned it briefly in a Chit Chat that I ended up filming with my friend Tom. We talked about long distance, and it's funny because in that video we both mentioned how we probably would not do a long distance relationship because it's like you won't be able to see them that often, you always need the person there to like hug and kiss and everything like that. Well, when I met my current boyfriend, if you guys do not know Corbin, I already did a video with him. My mind kind of changed for long distance relationships, because I live in New York, he lives in Virginia, but it's kind of a thing that when you meet a person, it's like, if you're really that into them, then it's like you want to make it work. So when me and him started to talk and everything right after playlist, it was kind of just like a right away thing where we were just kind of like, all right, if we're gonna get a relationship, we're gonna make this work because we're both very into each other, and the feelings can't be torn apart. So we're like, we're gonna make it work. It's gonna happen. We're gonna make it work. The distance is a little bit of an issue, obviously, just because we can't get to see each other as often as we would like to, but at the same time, it's good because like 1 week out of like each month, we basically fly back and forth to each other and stay with each other for a week, and it's really good that way. And it's kind of like, instead of seeing your boyfriend or girlfriend for a couple hours a day, or a couple like days a week, it's like me and him get to see each other for an entire week, 24 hours that entire week. So it's really good. And honestly, it sucks sometimes when you're home and it's like, you're bored, you want to go out, hang out with them, or like you just want somebody to hold, or like, you want to kiss them or something like that. It kind of sucks. But other than that, it's kind of just like a thing where, me and him are trying to look at it in the most positive way, as in like last time when he left New York, we weren't counting down days. It's been since he's been here, we're counting down days until I go there. So like, even though he just left New York, we were getting excited for the next time I would see him, which is when I'm going to Virginia, which is in a week. And when you guys see this video, it'll be Tuesday, and I'm leaving on Friday. So there we go. Also, to answer this other girl's question, she said, how did you and Corbin start dating? I mean, how we started dating is we're kind of just chilling in my room, and he literally just like out of nowhere was like, do you want to be my girlfriend? I was like, oh my God, and stuff. So I started freaking out and I said yes, obviously. And I mean, that's basically how, but I think this girl means like, more in depth with it. So to kind of go a little more in depth is that we met 2.5 years ago because we're supposed to go on tour together, and then we became friends that way, and then we met for the first time in person at Playlist Live 2016, and that's basically what sparked everything for us. And then he ended up flying out here for my prom, and we ended up dating 2 days after my prom. So yeah. Then the next question is, what is your favorite Kylie Jenner lip kit? And actually my favorite lip kit I'm not wearing right now. I'm wearing Candy K right now, but my favorite one is actually Dolce K, and it's funny because I didn't think I was gonna like Dolce K that much when I first got it, and then I ended up like falling in love with it. So definitely Dolce K. Alright, so the next question is pretty funny, and it's basically this girl screenshotted a tweet of Corbin's, and then she tweeted it to me for Ask Chickee, and she said, can you please explain this? So basically this tweet is that literally just the other night, it was at like 3 in the morning, Corbin goes on Twitter and he tweets, at about this time exactly 2 months ago, me and Christina were making out on a park bench. When he tweeted that out, everybody was kind of like, what the hell? It was like a really funny thing though, because me and him were on FaceTime when he tweeted it out because we wanted to see their reactions and everything. But basically the girl wanted me to be like, you know, like what the hell? Like explain this tweet. So basically, as I told you guys, me and Corbin met for the first time in person at Playlist Live. And that night we hung out at Universal, we got Taco Bell together, like it basically sparked everything for us. But after Universal and after getting Taco Bell, we ended up going back to the hotel and he did not kiss me at all that night. He had his arm around me, we were being very flirty towards each other, but you know, he never kissed me. And then finally we went outside, we're walking around outside the hotel and he kissed me. And then a couple minutes later we ended up finding a bench outside of the hotel, like right near like a lake. And so we sat down on the bench and we're like talking, I was sitting on his lap and we ended up making out that night. So that is the explanation to the tweet. And oh yeah, a little reason why he tweeted that out too is because he said exactly at this time 2 months ago, because the day that I'm filming this on is the 24th or whatever. And he tweeted that because Playlist Live, it was the 24th or whatever at exactly 3 a.m. or like 3:30 something a.m. when he tweeted it out. And that night that we made out on the park bench was on April 24th and it was at about like 3:30, 4 a.m. It was very, very late. So that's why he tweeted and he was like, exactly 2 months ago this happened. And it was really funny because we were just on FaceTime and he just said it out of nowhere. And then I was like, oh my God, could I tweet that? Because that's literally so funny. And he was like, I'm already doing it. So there's the explanation to the tweet. All right, the next person asked, what is the last picture you took on your phone? And technically the last picture I took on my phone is a selfie of me like right before I was gonna film, if it wants to like focus. So yeah, I just took that, and the only reason I took that is just so I could send it to Corbin because he wanted to see what I looked like for filming, because he always asks me for like selfies and stuff, and he's like, oh my God, you look gorgeous. You know, cute stuff. He's cute. He's very cute. Technically, that's the last picture I took, but the last picture that is on my phone is actually a screenshot that I took about 10 minutes ago because he's currently at a Panic at the Disco concert. And he sent me this picture on Snapchat and I just thought it was really funny, so I screenshotted it. So technically, that's the last picture on my phone. The next question is, have you heard Sweatshirt by Jacob Sartorius and what was your reaction? And obviously, I'm not living under a rock. I have heard Sweatshirt before, and you know, I'm not gonna hate on the kid because you know, he's doing his thing. He has a bigger fan base than mine, so I'm not gonna shit on somebody with a bigger fan base than mine. Honestly, I think it's a very catchy song. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. I think it's a little stupid, the topic of the song, like how it's like, oh, you could wear my sweatshirt, like if you're not ready for my kiss, you could wear my sweatshirt. But like, I'm not gonna like, you know, I just think the topic of the song is like kind of stupid, but like I'm not calling him stupid or anything, and it's just like, I don't know. I feel like he could have come up with a better song. The next question is getting deep. Somebody asked me, what is my definition of the word love? I don't really have a definition for the word love. You really can't define it. It's just a feeling that you feel. Love is basically a version of lust, and if you guys don't know what lust is basically when you think you're in love, like when you're attracted to a person, but it's mainly for their like appearance or for, you know, like sexual traits. Like you think you're in love with them, but really you're just in love with them because like they want to have sex with you or something like that. That's kind of like, that's what I define lust as basically. But when you're actually in love, it's kind of basically like, you know, I think when you're feeling love, it's like, that's a person that you like wake up in the morning and you go to bed at night and they're like the first thing that's on your mind and the last thing that's on your mind, you know, like you always want to talk to them, they always make you happy. Like there's a lot of different ways you can define the word love, but I feel like it's just one of those things that when you're in love, you'll know. Like some people are like, how do I know I'm in love? But it's like, when you feel it, you'll just know. You'll definitely know that you're in love. Like, you'll just know. Trust me guys, you will know. I've been in and out of love and I'm only 17. And I know. And that is actually the last question for this Ask Chickee, and this Ask Chickee actually went by a lot faster than I expected it to go by. Now before we end this video though, like I said, I told you guys to stay tuned at the end if you want to hear some changes that I want to make to my channel. So if you guys saw my Twitter, like just the other day, I was tweeting about how I haven't been uploading on YouTube mainly because I've been very upset with my content. I'm a person that gets very OCD with my videos, and you know, like if things aren't put like in a certain way, if things aren't like picture perfect for my my videos, it kind of just like pisses me off, and you know, it's just kind of bad. So basically it's kind of what's been my thing, you know, that's like preventing me from making YouTube videos for like the past month. So basically I decided to finally take matters into my own hands, and I made a list of changes I want to make to my channel, and a lot of it was based on my personal preference, and a lot of it was based off of what you chickies wanted. Like I took it to Twitter and Instagram and YouNow and Snapchat, and I asked you guys a bunch of different questions, you know, do you like this, do you not like this, or if you don't like this, why don't you like it, is there something I could do that can make you guys like it, you know, like all these different questions. I asked you guys, kind of got your opinions on everything, and I made a list of things that I want to change to my channel, and yeah, just let me know in the comments if you guys like any of these changes, so I'm just going to kind of list them off. Okay, so the first change is that I am not going to do Chickee Choice anymore, and if you guys don't know what Chickee Choice is basically a monthly favorites video type of thing, you know, it's basically monthly favorites, but I decided to not do it anymore because a lot of you chickies were not enjoying it. It was getting very crappy views, you know. Monthly favorites, just a lot of you guys were not enjoying it, and I could tell that you weren't enjoying it. And when I finally like made the decision to actually ask you guys on Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, YouNow, everything, and I was like, listen, like I don't think that you guys like this video. Am I correct? And a lot of you said yes, you are correct. So like, you know, it's something that a lot of you don't really like, so I'm not gonna do it anymore. But in replacement of doing monthly favorites videos, I'm going to do a monthly Ask Chickee. So yeah, that's gonna be that. So I want to do Ask Chickees monthly instead. So hopefully that works out a little bit better. Next change I want to do is I want to put my end of the year videos onto my vlog channel, because I feel that they're not getting as much attention as they should on my main channel. And I mean, they probably will get a little less attention even if I put it on my vlog channel, but I feel like it's just a vlog channel thing that I should just put it on my vlog channel instead of my main channel, because I kind of want to keep my main channel to like videos like this, like, you know, sit down talks and tutorials and everything. And the end of the year video kind of just like throws my, you know, my videos off balance and stuff. Even though it is like an end of the year video, like a finishing video, I still want to continue to make them, just not on this channel. The next thing is to do less lookbooks and more try on hauls, which is funny because my last video was actually a try on haul. It was a Windsor try on haul, if you guys saw that. But yeah, I don't know. I want to do a lot more try on hauls now and less lookbooks. And it's funny, less lookbooks. I don't know what I just said, less lookbooks. When I went on YouNow and I asked you guys about this, I was like, you know what, do you like hauls? And I said, do you like try-on hauls? A lot of you guys like hauls, and I was like, do you guys like lookbooks? Like, do you want me to do more lookbooks? And a lot of you said no, and I was like, why? Like, a lot of you guys do not like lookbooks. And, you know, it was like really weird to me and strange to me because I felt that a lot of you guys like lookbooks, and I guess that my information was wrong. So I figured I'd do a lot more try-on hauls. It doesn't mean that I'm gonna cut lookbooks out completely, because I still like doing my back to school lookbooks, and like, you know, certain occasions I'll do a lookbook, but you know, I'm not gonna do them as often anymore. I'm gonna stick to like try on hauls instead. The next thing is that I want to start doing more tutorials, and tutorials include more informative things. Like I did videos on, like, you know, I did a video on how to perfect winged eyeliner, how I bake my face, like those are more informative tutorials. And then I want to do tutorials like on basic things, like, you know, like eye looks and like lip stuff, and, you know, like an eyeshadow look, like that's basic tutorials. And then I also want to continue doing like a product versus product thing. Like I did the battle of the powders or whatever, like where I did the Laura Mercier on one side, and then I did the Airspun on the one side, on the other side, and so a lot of you tended to like that, so I definitely want to do more of those. The next thing is to put calling chickies on my vlog channel and make them a once a week thing, because if you guys do not know, I'm starting weekly vlogs on my vlog channel. They're going to go up Mondays at 6 p.m. Eastern time, so that's very exciting. And I figured that on the Sunday of every single vlog that I would call a chickie and surprise her, and then it would be incorporated into the vlog. The reason I want to do that is because it's not that I don't enjoy calling a bunch of chickies at once. It's mainly because when I asked you guys, like, I understand that you guys enjoy me calling you and everything, but if I actually, you know, when I actually put it into the calling chickies video and upload it on my channel, like, do you guys actually watch the video? And a lot of people said no, because if I'm not calling them, then they don't want to watch the video. So I was like, all right, so I figured I'd make it like a weekly thing instead. All right, the next two things are basically more collab videos and more giveaways. That's kind of stating the obvious. And then no more unboxing videos, because that's another thing I found that you guys don't really like, is unboxing videos. I find that they're pretty boring for you guys. A lot of you guys don't really like them, so I want to like try and eliminate them. But that is it for the changes, guys, and let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below, or if you have any more changes that you want me to make. You know, I didn't list all of them in this video, like, you know, like I said, I want to like do some things with my background, and I want to change like my background music in my videos, and like kind of like the way I do things a bit, you know. It's same Christina, just a little bit more improved. So yeah, if you guys like the changes, if you don't, whatever, let me know in the comments below. And we're going to move on to the end card now, so let's go do that. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, give it a big thumbs up and stay subscribed to my channel, and also follow me on my social media if you're not already. BeautyChickee on Twitter, Instagram, YouNow, and Snapchat. Also, if you guys did not know, I have a merchandise line called Chickee Merch. You guys should definitely go Yep, that's it. That's the one. You guys should definitely go check it out. You know, you could click it right above me. There's a link there. It's always in the description. Everything on the screen is always in the description. And right next to me is also my current vlog that is up, which is when you guys see this video. My first weekly vlog ever will be up on my channel, so you guys could click next to me to see that. But that being said, chickies, I'm going to go. Hope you enjoyed the video, and yeah, so I will see you chickies in the next video. So with that being said, ciao, ciao, chickies. Mwah.